Hello. Today is, what day is it? I think it's November 7th. Lord Jesus, time is going by fast. Anywho, I wanted to kind of talk a little bit, really short, about Senator Kamala Harris. And she is trying to propose a bill where kids stay at school longer. Okay. So this is my thoughts on that. She said that she's trying to extend the work days up until 6 p.m. And so what my thoughts about that is, I feel like it could be good and it could be bad in many ways. And the reason why, I'm sorry, this little one here follows me everywhere, in the kitchen and everywhere. Anyway, I feel like it could be a good thing because, you know, I know being a parent, she talks about how she was a single parent and how she had to try and wrap up a work, go get her child, or have the child after school activities and stuff like that. Although I'm not a single parent, I am a mom that does most of the picking up and stuff like that. Even if I have to work, you know, I'm still the one doing a pickup because my husband works longer hours. So with that being said, I do feel like, I do kind of feel like it would be a good thing. Like I said, I feel like it could be a good and a not so good thing, if that makes sense. So the good thing is that, you know, you won't have to be spending money on babysitters, after school care. That would cut the cost like almost $1,000 a month. And I feel like that would be a good thing. However, as long as I'm sorry, I'm fixing breakfast as well. I feel like that would be a good thing because that's $1,000 going into the parents' pockets that they can spend on family things, Christmas, holidays, bills, you know, or maybe they can't even afford it, you know, and that's the way I feel. I feel like that's a big chunk. You got to think about the people that have more than one kid or even one kid. That's a lot of money. So my thing is, if they do that, then I feel like they should have where the last, you know, when they get out of school about 3. So let's say the 2.5 hours that they're there, because it's only 2.5 extra hours, almost 3. And I feel like what they should do is allow them to do their homework, like have a little study thing, allow them to do their homework, as well as have them be able to let out that energy, you know, let them go out in the playground, let them play, let them socialize, you know, if they bring their phones, let them, you know, have some, you know, free time after they've completed their assignment. I feel like that would be a great thing, to be honest with you, as long as they're not still learning, if that makes sense. So that would be the first thing. The only reason why I would be against it, as if he's a stalker. Look, he's stalking. Every time I'm in the kitchen, he in the kitchen. So anyway, the only other reason, he's about to get mad because I'm about to kick him out the kitchen. Anyway, the only other reason why I would be against it is no sir. The only other reason that I would be against it would be if they have a continuous lesson plan. So if they continue the lesson plan and they have to go to more class and there's more learning and they have so many other components, you know, added to their already juggled life of homework and assignments, then I feel like that would not be, you know, good. I feel like that would be stressful amongst the kids, and then it'd be stressful amongst us, because you got to think about it. We're the ones having to help them with homework after work, you know, and stuff like that. So it would be more, you know, to do. No, sir. So anyway, I would be along the group of approving it. I would vote to approve, only with the stipulations of them not having to do additional classroom work, additional learning time. I feel like they are in class enough, learning, sitting still. If they say that, yeah, they'll stay, but they'll be doing like electives. Maybe the electives can be, you know, at the end of the day, do they still home economics? I don't know. Home economics, computer classes, typing classes, just stuff that is more fun versus a sit down structure, you know, something they can do hands on, you know, maybe for the older kids, a trade, maybe for the younger kids, learning something that, you know, is fun, maybe science stuff, you know, just things that are still they're still learning. Because I mean, even when you're home, you know, you're still teaching your kids all day long. They're asking questions. So I just feel like if they have an environment where it's more relaxed and they given an option, you know, would you like to go to the library to read? Would you like to go to the playground? Would you like, you know, I feel like that. However, comes, you know, teacher raises. I'm assuming, you know, you would have to budget for that. You know, you'd have to budget to increase the income for the salary for teachers. And I feel like, sir, no, just because I'm in the kitchen don't mean it's time to eat. Go on. This kid. So anyway, I do feel like that, you know, if that was the case, then they would have to raise salary. And then it's like, okay, where is that cut coming from? You know, where is that gonna come from or whatnot? However, you know, I guess with the daycares, they would lose a little bit, but I feel like they make enough money with the kids that are not able to go to school, or the parents that cannot get qualified for the 3 and 4 year old, what they call those, the 3 and 4 year old, what do they call those? Basically, you know, what is it called? It's at the tip of my tongue. But it's for like Head Starts and stuff. So anyway, that's my views on it. You know, I would love to know what y'all's are. This is not a, you know, back and forth type thing or debate. I would just love to know, you know, what are y'all thoughts on it? You know, just think about the money you would be saving just for your kids to still be in a safe environment. There's no transportation, you know, issues with them picking up the child, bringing them to after school care and stuff like that. Now, they're in like karate after school or whatever they go to, piano lessons, art, dance, then that's different. They have somewhere to go. But these are for, I feel like, the kids that, I feel like it should be an option to where if, you know, you don't have a sitter and stuff like that, that these kids should be able to, you know, stay at school in a safe environment, doing fun activities, completing their homework, so that way when the parents pick up the child, they don't have to do this homework stuff. You know what I mean? I feel like that would be great. And I feel like that would be a benefit to parents. And you got to think about how much money that's saving. You know, just with my oldest, with him going to after school, one that we would like, with him, it'll be about $400 to $500 a month. That's just him for after school. And that's a good chunk savings, you know, if I was to return back to work. Then you got to think, okay, I have the twins when they start school. You know, let's see, after school. So after school care, let's multiply that times 3. Now we're looking at, you know, $1,500 or so, which they'll discount it a little bit when you have, you know, more kids. But that's $1,500 that we could have in our pocket every month. Every month. You know, we are at 2 months, you're already at $3,000.